What's up, everybody? Welcome back to tracking our local shifting real estate market here in southern New Jersey, Burlington, Camden, Gloucester counties, 900,000 and below. And the message for this week is absolutely that the prices being where they are, the interest rates being where they are, have finally had an effect on listing inventory. Now, I'm seeing it in listing inventory, but I'm not really seeing it in the other metrics that support that. So let's take a look at this week and why that kind of makes sense. So the first things first is, as of the first week of April, we were at 1,200 listings, about 1,202. We have gone up, besides just those next 2 weeks, we have basically gone up every single week since then. We've put in a matter of literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 7 weeks, we've added 200 extra listings to the market. Now that's surplus, right? That's surplus over what's been coming on the market, going under contract, and actually coming off the market since that time period. So that's been a huge surplus. And again, with our median list price hitting an all-time record last week, and then re-breaking the record again this week up at 359.9. Again, when we started this entire project back at the beginning of 2023, that was 311, 309 to 311. So we had a $50,000 increase in 18 months, basically, since we've been tracking median list price. So those prices, buyers are starting to respond, and they're responding by not being as many buyers out shopping for homes. And that's why we've seen our total active listings, which haven't hit over 1,400 in I don't even know how long. I can go back and check, but it's been a while. So this week from our new listings, we had 340 new listings. That's great. 304 under contract. Again, pretty healthy activity, but closed was way down at 230. So that's a little interesting. But if we go back about a month, we saw that there was a couple weeks here where we only had 288, 291, and 294 under contract. This is right about when you're going to see those close, with a little bit of drop off from some deals that didn't close. So that actually makes a little sense why we're there. Our expired, withdrawn, and canceled, as you would imagine, in the middle of a month, are fairly low, about 56. Our price reduction still in line with what we should expect to see for this amount of inventory. And our average days on market went up by 1, but our median went down. It's a little odd when we have our average going up in a week, but we had our median going down in a week. Super high volume. And again, with 1,413 listings, our volume is going to be high. It's the highest that it's been in a while. It's over 100 million higher than it was just 7 weeks ago. 7 weeks ago, those 200 listings are almost $200 million in total, 200 listings for 100 million in total volume. 359.9, that median list price. Again, that is absolutely record setting from where we were ever in this area. And then as we start looking at our average sold to list price and our median sold to list price, we're up over. We increased substantially in our median sold to list price, up at 102.3, and our average increase again from 102.3 up to 102.9. But that just matches where it was in week 18. So that's what I'm saying. If we were to start to really understand when is it going to start to have an effect, when is this extra surplus of listings going to start to have an effect on these other metrics, I would expect to see days on market increase, not decrease. I would expect to see our median list price stay flat or go down. Now, it did kind of stay flat, but it stayed flat at its highest mark ever. So I would expect that to start to see also. And then I would also start to see some of these average sold and median sold to list prices. I would start to see those even out around 100. Those aren't happening yet. So all of the activities of that fast market are still here with the surplus of new listings here. So that's the difference of what's happening. So very interesting number this week to track. The fact that our total active listings have really jumped up considerably, over 100 in just 2 weeks from a surplus standpoint. That's kind of the story that we're looking at right now. So I'm very curious to see as we go into May. Look, buyers can't be beat up forever and not respond. There have been a lot of buyers who just said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just not. I'm going to rent, and I'm going to figure out other ways to make money. I'm going to put my monies in high yield savings accounts. I'm going to start looking and putting my money in index funds. I'm going to start doing something else with my money other than buying a home, because buying a home stops making financial sense. The prices that we're at, with the interest rate we're at, where what you're getting for your money, that has been the biggest slowdown I've seen from just a boots on the ground buyer perspective, is that I have buyers who are well qualified. There is stuff that they want to see. They're ready to go. Their life is in order to buy a house. And they just said, I'm not buying these houses. I know what I want in my home. I see what the value is. And I just don't agree with the market. And so I'm just not going to do this right now. I understand that I may be putting myself economically worse off by not doing it. I understand that there may be an equity buildup over a period of time if I got in now that I'm avoiding and I'm not going to take advantage of. But I refuse to play this game. That is the story that I've started to see, is an absolute refusal from some buyers to even play this game. And we're starting to see it in our listing inventory creeping up this way. So anyway, that's going to do it for us here. Week 20 of the year. We got 32 weeks left of the year. They got to drop they did drop the interest rates. First drop since 321. It was up at 7.22 base rate percent last week, and it's down to 7.09. So great, it came down 1 point basically, but that's not enough to really move the needle here. They got to start dropping that every single week for the next 6, 8, 10 weeks, or else this is just gonna be more of the same. So anyway, that'll do it for us this week. Talk to you on week 21.